Welcome back to the channel, Manny B Investing. Got a new post from Paribus. Let's check it out. The Paribus team continues to deliver on promises made. One of the biggest goals is to open our connection and migrate to Cardano. As we follow the path to achieving our goal, see what drew us to Cardano and how our ideals align. Let's take a look at the post here. 2022, Paribus and Cardano. At first glance, may seem a little contradictory, that being an ERC20 token. At present, we refer to Paribus as being powered by Cardano. However, our project is more than simply a token. Since we first started to imagine how we wanted to help develop the DeFi space, we were drawn to Cardano due to the unique combination of its ethics, the vision of its founder, Charles Hoskinson, and its adherence to the initial principles of Satoshi Nakamoto. We have taken a decision to build the Cardano since inception. We are committed and dedicated to honoring his promise. We truly believe Cardano has the trademarks of a truly decentralized blockchain that adheres to Satoshi's initial principles and philosophies on why cryptocurrencies were founded. This is why we migrate at first opportunity we get. Ilkamada and Cardano do by default offer cross-chain abilities, thus PBX can and will be available on many chains. Being powered by Cardano means much more than simply being on Cardano blockchain though. For us, it means to be inspired by the ethos and the values of Cardano and its community, finding that they strike a harmony and resonance with our own. As Wilson, COO of Paribus, explains, the goal of Cardano and the vision of its founder are some of the key aspects that initially drew us into learning more about their blockchain. After gaining a more in-depth knowledge of how Cardano operates, the advantages are very obvious to us. In terms of speed and cost, Cardano will change the way people think about transferring digital currencies. The vast range of capabilities and projects being built is also an exciting thing to be a part of. The way they are expanding into developing countries and making a difference to those who truly need the boost is an excellent endeavor, and we're pleased to be included in participating in this type of community building. They did do a water program where they helped fund clean water projects in Africa, which is pretty cool. They did a post. I think we did a video on that, but yeah, they're involved in that with a number of different Cardano DeFi projects. So there's just a lot of good going on with Cardano. So, hopefully the inspiration flows from the layer one or or IOG's mission, the foundation's mission, into the projects. They're not here. Our hope is they're not here to just, take money and run off, that they are here to create an impact on the earth and change things for the unbanked. But let's continue. Despite much talk of interoperability within the cryptocurrency sphere, it's still a predominance of maximalist views around which blockchain is the best. In reality, the community as a whole becomes much greater than the sum of its parts. And when it works together, which is why we're excited to start our journey on ERC20, utilize sidechains, and ultimately transition across to Cardano native token. Each step helps us move faster and closer to our final vision of Paribus, a truly decentralized, fully secure dApp available to everyone. Each step will bring its own unique challenges and opportunities for growth, as Simon, the CTO of Paribus, describes. There will undoubtedly be obstacles in our journey to migrate to Cardano. Although it's nearly impossible to prepare for every possibility, we are continuing to brainstorm these situations and working with our development team to get ahead of them. We are surrounding ourselves with the very best people in the space in regards to advisors and gurus in Cardano too. The guidance and knowledge we have gathered will be a shining light to help us move forward as seamlessly as possible. The advice and support we receive from others come from all levels of the Cardano ecosystem, as Dennis explains. We know that many top executives in Cardano are well aware of Paribus. Even Charles himself knows what we are doing and has been in contact with our team indirectly. We're looking forward to growing that relationship and showing them how vital Paribus will be to the Cardano ecosystem. It can be said that decentralized finance is at the very heart of Satoshi's vision for blockchain technology, and although 2020 was heralded as the year of DeFi, in our view, it's only just getting started. We see 2022 and beyond as being a pivotal time in history where DeFi really starts to take shape and significantly change the world. DeFi in general, cryptocurrencies open the financial world to everyone. As it's been said many times by many reputable individuals across the globe, we too believe blockchain is truly revolutionary technology. DeFi has added fuel to the fire of change and has broadened the possibilities to earn, generate, and spend cryptocurrencies. This will only grow and get bigger over the next decade. Imagine a world where an individual can generate NFTs or generate passive income and use these earnings to fund their real-world ambitions without ever having to step foot into a bank. The possibilities are endless. As DeFi revolutionizes currencies, we believe Paribus will revolutionize the notion of ownership and how to leverage this to your advantage as an end user. That's what I'm talking about right there. Not just VCs, not these individual massive holders, but you and myself. Change is coming. It's an uphill battle for those attempting to block a decentralized future. Elizabeth Warren. But what of the metaverse, you may ask? Our outlook for the coming year is best described by Dennis. Personally, I can see 2022 being the year of the metaverse expansion that starts a major shift in how people across the world communicate and think about connecting. We do believe NFTs will mature over the next 12 months drastically, and we will start to see products and NFTs that start to represent the physical world like never before. As more value is locked into these assets, the demand to unlock that liquidity will grow exponentially. What the past 2 years have taught us is that whatever challenges we may face collectively, our technology develops to adapt and overcome them. Remote working and learning are now commonplace, and as we move more into the digital world, we need the tools to transition seamlessly between them. At Paribus, we believe that truly decentralized finance tools should be available to everyone, everywhere, and that wherever value is stored, it should be available to leverage. That's why we're excited to be powered by Cardano, empowered by our community, and inspired by the opportunities that lay ahead. All right, pretty good statement here, but let's get into a little bit of feedback here. So this is a great change, right? A lot of their posts in the past have not been this focused on, growth, togetherness, mission, things like that. We've started to really notice that pickup in the new year here. I don't know if that is coming from a place, maybe they hired a writer. I have my feelings. I've had conversations with people that were both excited by the change in their attitude, their blog posting, their wording of things. And I've had some people that have their doubts and might be a little bit worried. And that's okay to feel either way. Myself, I still feel the same. I feel that the project's going to grow and change. It's inevitable. It's extremely young. When we started talking about it, it was insanely young. I mean, the first videos were within the week of its launch. So the growth has been insane in the past few months here, about 3 months. So yeah, they'll probably start to get writers, get marketing people, I imagine. The problem is this is all good and well, but I'd like to see that. I'd like to know who your developers are. I want to know who's on Simon's team, who's under him, what teams are working on what, who are they, where are they from, where's their education from, what things do they like, what's their social media presence. Like, I want to see those things. I'd like to see a GitHub repository. I'd like to see them working on things. I'm not saying that they need to spill their guts on, what they've got cooking up, but it would be nice to see, some kind of communication, working on things. If they're working on, working with Jiro, like, can we see that? Like, who are you working with? What are your teams doing? if it's not, exposing any code that may belong to them, maybe, the secret sauce. You don't want to leak that information. But there are things that they can do to be a little bit more transparent around the development of Paribus, because it is quite commonplace in the crypto space. Like, it's not common in the traditional business world, but in the crypto space, we're used to seeing that work, the collaboration. So hopefully, they realize that and maybe start to move in the direction of becoming more transparent with the development stuff. I'm really into that. I love the development posts, although they might be kind of boring. But I wish there was just a little bit more that I can grasp onto with that. See a little bit more behind the scenes. Hey, and even if they want to open those doors for me to maybe jump in a call and maybe we can start working on content together, or they can, allow me to kind of open that world up a little bit more for people that are interested in it. I'm willing and capable of doing that. I also believe a lot of the meat behind the mission for Cardano and, the banking the unbanked, I believe that kind of mirrors up with the statement they made about being in kind of third-party contact with Charles. That was a question I had for Dan whenever Charles and Dan at CCV, Crypto Capital Venture, gets together. I think I tweeted to him, if it comes up organically, sub projects on Cardano and the DeFi space, like, what are the ones that you're anticipating making big changes in the space or being successful? What is IOG working on? We all know that they're working with SundaySwap. We believe that SundaySwap is going to be one of those sons of Cardano. But what about, things other than DEXs? What about, these finance dApps like, Paribus or Ada Finance, or Liquid? We know that he likes those guys. I think he popped up on one of their Twitter spaces. So what are his thoughts around Paribus? If he knows what they're doing and he knows what's going on and he's close to it, what's it going to take to move him closer? What's it going to take to put his hand on the project and maybe lend, some of his mind space to them like he did with SundaySwap? I think that's, one of the things that Charles does that others don't, to help his own ecosystem, help our ecosystem grow and grow with as little trouble as possible. So that's my little speculation there. I think a lot of that is to kind of, get Charles' attention directly and pull him into the fold, which would be a wonderful thing. So those are my takeaways. I see these posts as a good thing. It's needed to do media and things of that nature, but I really think this is a message to not only us, not only the community, but this might be a message directly to Charles in an indirect way. Hopefully he hears it and he responds. But thank you again for checking out the channel. Go ahead and hit that like, share the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get more updates when we release videos. And thank you for checking us out again. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.